The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
Captain Octo Nation, it's Charlie. I'm going to be your host for today. Today we're taking a look at Globex Mining. It is a royalty company. Y'all were talking about all the lithium plays with all the battery talk, all the other stuff that goes with batteries. You want a way that you can invest in all that stuff and gold and silver and a bunch of other things too? I got a way to do it. When y'all were talking about it, the first thing I thought of was this company. I've wanted to do a video on them for a long time, and I think it's finally time with all the battery talk and everything. Let's dive on in. Globex Mining Expertises Inc. is the official name. A mineral property bank, exploration, diversification, mining, and royalties. I really like this one. So they're focusing on value. That's all they care about, and that's why I like it. They're not biased on any means. Like we talked about LA Gold. I like them because they're focused, but then again, they've only got gold in their back pocket. They still have a tiny bit of other stuff, but it's like 95% gold. Silver should at least 2x where it's at, so I'd like a place to have a little bit more silver. Let's jump on in. So, not only do they have gold and silver, they have base metals, the polymetallics. They've got copper, zinc for roads. If there's, we ever start rebuilding America actually, and rebuilding bridges and all that, zinc is great. Lead is great. Nickel, gold, silver, specialty metal and minerals, magnesium, manganese, rare earth, anatomy, iron, feldspar, titanium, lithium, talc, MgO, molybdenum, bismuth, silicate, cobalt, and scandium. And they've got the precious metals, the gold, silver, platinum, palladium. So EV vehicles, new vehicles getting made. I mean, you're going to make the whole spectrum. And they've got property, royalty, sales, and options on gold, silver, copper, zinc, lithium, silica, manganese, and feldspar. How diversified that is. Can you find something that's got all that? I don't think so. Diversified, low potential risk. They're focused in Eastern Canada, Germany, and the United States. Revenues from royalties, options, and joint ventures. No debt. Are you kidding me? So again, this is like the LA royalty or the other royalty plays we've talked about, where they buy properties and they basically lease it to someone else and say, go ahead and mine it, you take all the risk, but give us 3% of anything you pull out. And they say, okay, because they don't have to worry about buying it, and it works out for all parties. These are like the safest way. This is probably one of the safest, if not the safest one to dump into, other than the big monster ones that never really go anywhere. But this one still has a long ways to run, bull. So that's why I like this one too. It's not already sitting at, a $2 billion market cap and already sitting at $50 or anything like that. It's still super low. Mineral property bank incubator, specializing in acquisitions, asset upgrading through exploration and intellectual input. So not only are they getting the properties, but then they still have more to explore on them. They might buy them with like a halfway made mine or something like that, and there's always room to keep finding more and more. They got revenue through the options, sales, and royalties. Incomes equals less share dilution, increased exploration expenditure, and less shareholder risk, avoiding debt. Increased property portfolio value. This has also got a super low float on it. Total number of projects and royalty acquisitions by year. So this red here, this is the number of projects, and this is by year. They started in 1996 with 16. In the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, they just keep going up. To this date, in 2020, they've got 189 projects, and they've sold 7 projects in 2020. And so they do that to kind of flip them. So they'll buy some stuff cheap. Sometimes they'll just flip them and sell them. Again, avoiding debt and share dilution. That's a big problem with miners, is they just dilute, and you got like 500 million shares. The company's hardly worth anything. And it's like, not these guys. Number of royalties, they've got 68, so they've gained almost 10 this year alone, which is huge. Globex current profile, they've got only 54,631, 852 shares. Fully diluted, they've only got 57,500,000, which is nothing. 10.65% owned by management. It's huge. Professional board and management, 3 senior geologists, 1 mining accountant, and 1 senior finance professional. The listings, if you're in Canada, Toronto Stock Exchange, the ticker is GMX, Germany G1MN, and USA GLBXF. The management directors, this dude's been in the industry for 40 years, the CEO. It's huge. The director, 40 plus years. Just, great team, great experience. They got 189 projects. 95 of those are precious metals, so you get the gold, silver, platinum, palladium. 60 of those are base metals in the polymetallic, the copper, zinc, lead, nickel, a little bit of gold and silver. And then 34 of those are specialty metals and minerals, which is the talc, iron, lithium, beryl, magnesium, oxide, manganese, mica, polyaluminum, rare earth, titanium, silica, bismuth, pyrrolite, vanadium, vanilladium, antimony, antimony, there you go, feldspar, cobalt, scandium, and diamonds. Even diamonds, man, they'll take it all. I like this guy. If you listen to him talk, he's like, I don't care whether it's gold or silver or zinc. If there's money in the project, I'll take it. I like that outlook. 68 royalties out of all that. 2 active options, cash payment, share payments, exploration development expenditures, gross metal royalties. 54 historic or N1 43-101 resources. Assets include over 40 former mines. Crazy. So they got diversified mineral holdings. So they're showing here that they've got precious metals, base metals, specialty metals. Like in this one, there's a 200-mile spread where Abitibi geological belt in Quebec, it's where these guys are mining. But these guys are just showing, like, in one of the spreads they've got everything. 200 miles of just everything you can think of. They even got stuff in, Germany. It's kind of rad. Property criteria they're looking for is historic resources, drill intersections. So this is and past production. So this is cool too, because a lot of like early miners, they haven't proved that there's any gold or silver yet. They're like, we did some geological tests. We think there is. We're going to start drilling. These guys will buy mines that like went out of business 10 years ago or something like that, just because the economy does that with the gold and silver. They'll buy them super cheap, and then they'll just hold them and then wait for someone else to come. So they've already got, like, some of them have some drill results, some have already mined a little bit, and whatever happened, they had to close. It's cool, so there's less risk even with that. We've got mineralized showings or drill targets, geophysical, geochemical, geological, location on major ore localizing structures or in prolific mining camps. Example, Cadillac Break, Porcupine Dester Break, Norander, Val d'Or, Jutau, Malaric. All Globex properties possess one or more of these key attributes, which is great. Acquiring diversified high potential assets. So they're showing again, like right here, they've got 4 lithium projects alone in Quebec. So they don't just have one lithium project like most of the lithium miners and stuff out there. They've got 4 alone just in lithium. Then on Devil's Pike, they've got an inferred 100,000 ounces of gold in New Brunswick. Turner Falls, it's Idaho, a high-grade rare earth property. They've got manganese and palladium in New Brunswick, Canada, which is good for batteries. Scandium, rare earths property in Quebec. Very high gold values in another place, all over. Production revenue. So in mid-Tennessee, United States, they've got a zinc royalty that's just ripping zinc out. Production, mining, and processing starting in May 2017. That's already rocking. 90 cents to $1.10 zinc pulse. So that's good. They've got medium-term potential. So these guys too, like, they don't have many that are actually like rocking and rolling. Mainly just that zinc one right now. But again, getting in before it's cool. Before it starts multiplying. We want to get in before that, right? So we can multiply. So under medium term, we've got a gold mine in Quebec coming up. We've got a lithium royalty in the Ciano mining coming up. Another gold one in Quebec. Another gold and silver in Bell Mountain. Gold, silver, zinc, copper deposit. And then exploration, I got another one coming up by Renforth Tresor all sorts of different brands. Of course, it's always in my description of the website. If you guys want to go down below and look these up, you're more than welcome to. So this Middle Tennessee mine that they've got has got 3 mines on it. It's been operating for 50 years. They started up 2 years ago. Mine life of an extra 20 years. Anticipated average 50,000 tons of annual zinc concentrate, which is huge. No matter what, all these things are used, which is cool. So no matter what, if some sort of metal or whatever hypes, these guys will probably have some, so they still should do well. But not a lot of people know about these people yet. Most guys have never heard of Globex mining, which is good. Measured, indicated, and inferred resources, they've got 20,940,000 tons of lithium. Again, massive amount of lithium here. Simple open cut mining operations. So this is just something you can just drive into and pull it up, backhoe it in, pull back out. This is not like way down in the earth. Simple mining method, truck and shovel operation, competitive mining costs, $675 per ton sale price. Low development capex, life of mine 14 more years for lithium, large thick tabular body, anticipated approval of 2020. So this is that one that still haven't even started pulling it out, which is good because we're going to get in now. And then once this is available, this is another one that could be bought out, or they could just keep it and start slinging stuff to Tesla or whatever they're going to do. So they're showing more, they got another property in Quebec here with just tons of stuff going on. 5 former copper gold mines, 3 extensions of copper and gold mines. You can look at this table here. The significant gold intersects within the previous drilling is the diamond drill holes at the Barrington property. You've got some super high grade gold in here. Like this one here, 49 grams per ton. Okay, yeah, that's gold. 49 grams per ton on this drill one. But then even of silver, they've got 404 grams per ton. 37 grams per ton gold, 78 grams per ton silver, which is a ton. Pulling out big old nuggets out of there, basically. More copper and gold, and it just keeps going and going and going. I'd like to have one of these in my backyard. They've got this mining structure here. Montebello project in Quebec, more and more and more. You see what we're getting at here? This is one of those ones that even if one of the mines, something tragic happens or whatever, they're probably still gonna be fine, right? Because they've got all these backups. It just keeps going and going and going, right? Then the feldspar stuff, the different types of metals, the different types of rocks. The Germany project has got 500 million of historic. The Germany project has $500 million of historic silver production. 750 years of intermediate production, no modern exploration. So there's been no modern exploration whatsoever in there. Can you imagine what is still in that rock? Under option to Excelon Resources. So Excelon Resources come in, and they're under option to pull money. So can they give the rest to them? Unique investment opportunities, few shares, outstanding in the history of minimal stock dilution, which is great. They're experienced, financially prudent management, income from royalties and options. We own our property interests and exploration assets, offices, core facility, vehicles, core library. They own it all and they're debt free. No funds for exploration. Low political risk. This is the other big one. Based in North America, Tennessee, Washington. Specialized experience board of directors, 3 senior geologists mining. I like it. It's paid off, no debt. Seems like a no-brainer, right? So what's the deal? How's it doing? How's it doing on the ticker? Let's take a look. Globex mining. I've talked about these people a bunch, but I've never done a video on it. I think it's a good time. Why do I like this one? Through all the chaos that we've been having the past couple months, it really hasn't moved. Which shows me that it's strong and the people that are in there are not selling. Like at all. It's literally only gone up and down. A max of like 17%, not even that. 14.97% is the only fluctuation it's done lately, which is nothing. And again, with this low float on this thing, this is one of those ones that, maybe some good, awesome news comes out or whatever, and this thing can go absolutely parabolic. For March, this thing was, where was it sitting? It came all the way down to 24 cents, and it's basically double that. So it's sitting at like 55 cents now. But again, that's only 2x. A lot of miners have like 3 and 4x'd since March, and this one hasn't. This one's only 2x'd. And this is one of those ones that I really like looking at the fact the past handful of months, it hasn't done much. So this might be a place you can park money in. And it's at least, it's the likelihood of it ever really going down much is not that high. Maybe 10%. But, we're here to multiply. So will this at least 2x our money? When? I don't know. I think if silver ever gets released out of the gate, that bull that ever let out of that gate and starts bucking around, I think it definitely could. Again, they don't even have any gold and silver projects that are currently pulling rock though, right? But again, this is kind of one of those, like, you're looking into the future play of this. Right now they're only pulling zinc. They got a banging zinc one, but if they, like I said, they start actually making roads again, they make a big announcement about bridges or whatever, it could pop this just on the zinc. But you saw all those, what is it, like 7 or something that they're looking in midterm to start producing real fast. So within a couple years, this thing could be massive, absolutely massive. It's only at 53 cents. What do y'all think? You already in this one? Have you ever heard of it? What do you think compared to the other royalty plays out there? This one is still one of the earliest ones you can get in that's sitting super low. I like it. If you have any other plays you want me to take a look at, if I missed any crucial information about this, please let me know down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. It definitely helps out the channel. We also have a Patreon that we put up, and that helps with a lot of charts that I'm putting out and some plays, last minute plays. I'll give you entrance and exits if I see something funky going on, or like a stock just came out and it's just sitting stupid low. I'll throw those out, give you guys a little bit of head time on that. I'm also releasing videos a little bit earlier on those too. So be sure and jump into that. If you wouldn't mind sharing this video with your friends, that is also helping out the channel. You have a good rest of Saturday. Take care.
Did you know that we give away free silver? Simply leave a comment on the video, and as long as you're in the continental United States, you can be automatically entered to win. Please friend us on Twitter and StockTwits.